So after Quan accidentally bodied himself on live television, the Sekai Kai gets cancelled. We see that Cobra Kai is prepping Quan's funeral, and Kreese is reflecting on his actions.
What have I done?
Now, it only took 3 movies in the entirety of one spin-off show, but Kreese is finally feeling guilty about his actions. I never thought I'd see today, and here I thought bro was too far gone after breaking out of prison, which reminds me, how the fuck is he not in jail? I thought for sure once bro got back to the States, the police would be waiting on him like the dealer. Now, the first 2 episodes of part 3 weren't all that crazy, so I'm just gonna speedrun all the important things. We see Robbie being told that he has no future at all, like none whatsoever.
You are a worthless ass nigga.
And him being in this spot kinda makes sense. Don't forget, bro spent the entire first half of this show being on YN, kicking people off for rails. We then see Silver talking to Gunther, begging him to bring back the Sekai Taka. And Gunther tells Silver that if every sensei agrees, then the tournament will resume. Now, Daniel seeing Quan body himself made him say no to resuming the tournament. And Silver hearing this decides to be a complete crash out. Like, I want y'all to come sit next to me and watch what bro does next. He pulls up to LaRusso's auto shop, asks for Johnny, and does a test drive. And then once Johnny gets in, he speeds off and starts playing Mario Kart in traffic. I don't get why he didn't just talk to Johnny. Like, bro, he wants the same thing as you. You get literally nothing out of this. Bro's just risking both of their lives for no reason at all.
You are made of stupid.
Later, we see Silver and Johnny pulling up to LaRusso's house, and Silver's trying his hardest to get LaRusso's sympathy. He in here talking about some I don't have kids, a wife, no mansion, karate's all I got. Like, dog, if you weren't being an absolute karate crash out, you would have all of those things. And with a little gaslighting, manipulating, and deception, LaRusso agrees to sign and resume the Sekai Taka. And the entire next episode is just preparation for the tournament. Robbie's getting some training done, along with Sam and Tory also. Sensei Kim bodied her grandfather and took her dojo out of Cobra Kai's name, which is insane, by the way. Like, having to body your own grandpa over karate is just diabolical. Johnny and Carmen gets married right before she gives birth, which is even more insane. But I'm happy for my guy, so I can't even hate. And with that, we finally make it to the day of the Sekai Taka. So the first match is Robbie versus Axel. Sensei Wolf is over here trying to psych out Axel, talking about some they scared of you because what you did in Barcelona.
Oh my god, corny, lame, bull, tomato, I'm throwing tomatoes.
Dogs over here acting like Axel willingly bodied Quan, which is just so lame to me. Like, this nigga is the equivalent of a high school coach living through his players. Ain't no way it's that deep. So the two square up taking a stance. Axel starts off with a kick, gets blocked, then throws another but gets weaved. Then he goes for a leg sweep, but Robbie manages to dodge. Axel starts swinging, hoping to land a shot, but Robbie's trained for this very moment. Everything Axel's doing, Robbie has already prepared for thanks to the binary bros. Then we see Robbie landing a kick to score the first point. Now, this is the first time Axel has ever given up a point, and Sensei Wolf is disgusted. Axel takes a new stance, leaving Miyagi-Do confused, and bro starts locking in. He swings and gets ducked, counters 2 hits, and then immediately lands 2 blows for 2 points. No amount of preparing would have helped Robbie during this next sequence, because Axel reaches that flow state. Axel's defending, then delivers a jab for 1 point. Then he gets down, applying more pressure before kicking Robbie across the head. This gives Axel another point, then a 2 reset in the middle, and Axel's cooking again. Robbie tries fighting back, but ends up getting caught like these. Like, nah, Tory, this your man's? Embarrassing. Bro is trying to fight back, but this man's getting red more than Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You gotta come with something better than that. Axel then proceeds to parry Robbie and land a strike to win the round. Silver celebrating too early, once again, and Axel smiling, thinking he's done a great job. But then Sensei Wolf smacks the shit out of this nigga for smiling.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
Axel, you are 6'3", 210, made of iron, and this nigga got cooked by a 40-year-old washed Johnny Lawrence. If I'm you, I'm not letting this slide. Like, you gonna smack me in front of the karate husband? Oh! The next round starts with Axel throwing out a kick, getting blocked, then grabbing Robbie and throwing him. Bro really had no reasoning behind that grab. He was playing Tekken the night before and wanted to try it out. Now, the fight choreography between these two is insane. They were trading blocks and weaves, but Axel landed a blow straight to Robbie's face. Had bro looking like he's about to sneeze. Robbie, you gotta shape back. You've been getting little bro this entire fight. Axel spins Robbie into a few blocks and a strike by Robbie, making the score 7-2. And this right here is where Robbie started locking in. Not gonna lie, he was cooking right here. Robbie throws a strike but gets caught, giving Axel a chance to score. Then Axel does the same but recovers before Robbie can land. Robbie throws a few kicks to set up one of the nastiest kicks I've seen all season. And right here is where Axel started tweaking. Them steroids had bro raging out, throwing a kick and hooking Robbie across the face. That hook has some hate behind it, can't lie. Robbie returns the favor, bowing Axel in the face, then blocking the next strike, the counter with a spinning jump kick. And Axel responds with the most goofiest move I've seen in a long time. There's no way Robbie really got caught by this slow ass move. Axel does a slow spin kick and somehow scores a point. Robbie, I've seen you block crazier kicks before. Can you please lock in? The score is now 10-5, and Robbie has to make something shake or it's GG's. They trade a few counters counters, but Axel lands a strike. Then they both start spamming the counter button. Match looking like some Sparking Zero gameplay. Neither is trying to be touched. Robbie slips under Axel's arm, flips him over his back, then hits him with a crazy kick to end the round. The score is now 11-6 and the crowd is going crazy. Axel's appalled because he's never had anyone actually fight back before. He's only ever queued up against low ranks. We see Terry Silver nodding at Wolf, and I'm sure we all know what that means. Wolf is whispering in Axel's ear, and Axel doesn't like what he's hearing. The final round starts with these two throwing out strikes, blocking, and countering each hit. Then Robbie goes for a kick but gets caught.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Robbie gets slammed, and we see that Axel has broken Robbie's leg, making him unable to compete.
Oh, no, no.
Man, I hate that Robbie went out like this on his last fight. I'm not saying he would have beaten Axel, but I definitely think he would have had a chance. And the fact that this 60-year-old nigga has to cheat every tournament is insane. Like, let it go, bro. It's just karate. You're sitting here ruining lives over martial arts. We then find out that if Cobra Kai doesn't have a replacement for Quan, then Axel wins the tournament by default. And we see that Miyagi, though, is too far behind to even win the Sekai Taika. Because of that, this nigga Daniel goes home and instantly starts glazing Miyagi. Like, I've never seen this amount of glazing on an individual before. This nigga is outside fighting ghosts with the spirit of Miyagi. I done seen it all. This nigga is the biggest glazer of all time. So Sam decides that she's just not gonna fight anymore. And honestly, I don't get it. But part of the Miyagi-Do way is that you don't have to fight. So I guess I had to let it slide. Good for you, Sam. Next day comes, and Johnny finds out that they're dropping out of the tournament. And bro gets emotional. We see him confronting Kreese about their history. And honestly, this scene made me tear up.
You threw me away like trash. Right when I needed you most.
If you watch the OG Karate Kids, you know how deep all this was for bro. Kreese apologizes and says that he wished there was a way he could make everything up. And Johnny says maybe there is a way. Right as Axel's about to be awarded the winner of the Sekai Taika, we look to the left, then the right, and we see that Miguel and Johnny have rejoined Cobra Kai. And I'm not gonna lie, this part was some straight heat. So the next day comes, and we got Daniel reopening Cobra Kai for Johnny, Wolf still hitting Axel, and Johnny having to sit down with Miguel. And now it's time. We're at the finals of the Sekai Taika. Zara's over here talking crazy to Tory. Told her that she's just gonna be another notch on her black belt like Robbie. Oh, nah. Tory, you can't let this slide. So the match starts and Tory swinging that straight air. Everything she throws, Zara's weaving or deflecting it. My bad, Zara. I forgot that you can actually fight. You do so much talking, I forget you have the most elite hands out of any female in this show. Like, look at this left hook. Oh my gosh. How is she not bleeding after that? Zara's out here completely cooking Tory, applying pressure, kicking her in the back, but the point doesn't count. We then see Zara showing off, flipping everywhere. And man, it's not looking good for Tory. Tory's trying to strike, but Zara's reading her and flipping across the map. Now right here is where Tory starts getting frustrated. I know all she can think about is how she's losing to the girl that literally slept with her boyfriend. Like, I know that's gotta hurt. And she's out here making you look like light work, weaving everything she throws and countering into a kick. And no, she's not finished. She's out here fighting like a literal anime character because she scores again and again and once more with a spinning head kick. That's the nastiest 5-0 run of all time. As much as I like Tory, Zara is putting belt to ass. And Tory not being locked in doesn't make this any better. Johnny's trying to talk to her, but it isn't working. So Robbie takes over. And all he literally says is, I love you, and then kisses her. And this made Tory lock in. Like, thanks to bro, she got some type of Zenkai boost. Instead of being aggressive, she switches to Miyagi-Do, and the both of them start spamming counters. Tory kicks Zara, earning a point, then hooks her to score once more. And man, these hooks be hitting like trucks. I'm surprised Zara ain't dropped no rings from that hook. Now Zara's getting frustrated and she's on the attack, but she literally cannot touch Tory. Tory's playing defense like prime Tony Allen. We see Tory delivering a deadly head kick, scoring a knockdown. And man, I don't know how Zara can even stand up after that. With that knockdown, Tory scores an additional 10 points, making the score 13-5. And now Tory's cooking. She's in that flow state. She weaves, grabs Zara, then kicks her in the face. Then she delivers another head kick, scoring another 10 points. And right here is when I knew Zara was cooked. Time to say goodbye. You had a good run. Even had my guy Silver hitting the get up. Tory tosses Zara to the side, gets down, and Zara is shook. She done ran her mouth one too many times. Tory hits the most insane kick ever, knocking Zara's front teeth out of her mouth and knocking her out completely. And then she calls her a female dog and all. And with that, Tory is now the girls champion of the Sekai Taika. So now for the moment of truth. Miguel versus Axel. Not gonna lie, this fight was straight heat. The round starts with Miguel scoring an easy point. Miguel applies more pressure and scores another point. And this makes the score a quick 2-0. It's not looking good for Terminator over here. Wolf told him that Miguel was all defense and no offense. They must have forgot to watch film. Miguel is him. The two trade for a bit, but neither can land a point. So Axel goes for the taking ground, but Miguel breaks loose and scores not once, but twice. And man, here we go. Do y'all see these niggas' faces? They were not prepared prepared for this. Miguel's about to make a name for himself. About to show y'all why he's on the Cobra Kai Mount Rushmore. Miguel defends a few strikes from Axel, ducks, and lands a spinning head kick, making the score 5-0 at the end of the first round. Now Wolf is getting on to Axel, telling him that if he loses, then he's basically nothing. I'm telling y'all, the writers are recreating Karate Kid. We got the abusive Kreese and Johnny relationship going on, and then we got the underdog trying to make a name for himself. The next round starts and Axel is locked in. He hits Miguel with a front kick before smacking the sense out of him, weaving and getting off this 3-hit combo. No way this is Miguel hitting this pose. I gotta get out of here. Head getting combo like that in front of Abuela is crazy. The score is 5-5 and Axel is on timing. He hits this insane bat flip kick, making Miguel's head bounce off the mat. Like, how is he okay? He should at least have a concussion from that. But Axel isn't finished. He goes for the finishing strike, making Miguel rethink his entire life. But the round ends and Miguel is saved by the bell. With that knockdown, Axel gets 10 points, making the score 15-5. And it's not looking too good for Miguel. Johnny gives him a speech, reminding him of the earlier days of Cobra Kai. And when Miguel tries to put his headband back on, Johnny throws it away and gives him the one off his head. And man, I haven't been this hyped since LaRusso versus Crash Out Barnes. Had me straight geeking. Wolf is telling Axel to strike Miguel where he injured his back, but Axel thinks he could beat him on his own. Now the final round begins and Miguel is getting flashbacks. All the training he's had with Johnny is coming full circle. He defends a couple strikes before cracking his nose open. Oh yeah, it's over with for Axel. Miguel's getting that plot armor boost. The shit anime protagonists be getting when they're fighting literal gods. Axel, it's time to say goodbye. Miguel scores with a kick to the gut, gets a flashback, and scores with another kick to the gut. And right here is when Miguel was trying to sell the bag. Like, you cannot convince me a nigga would be this defenseless during a fight. After scoring, he turns his back, giving up an opening. And you might think, yeah, Trip, that's how fights go. But no, this nigga sits here with his back turned for 5 business days. Wolf and Silver are telling Axel to go for the strike to the back. And in all honesty, if Miguel was to get hit, it's basically because bro's wearing a hit me here sign. Like, dog, I can't make this up. Now Axel does a respectable thing to my surprise, and he doesn't do it. And then he goes for a leg sweep, but gets kicked in the face. I know Axel is probably regretting his decision because Miguel starts cooking him. He kicks him to score a point, then performs a grab to knee him in the stomach. This might as well be a street fight. We got elbows, knees, and broken legs. Like, what is the rules here? After getting flipped, Miguel starts going on a rampage, and you would think Axel literally forgot how to defend. Bro was defending with his face. After getting a few more flashbacks, Miguel goes for a knee, a side kick, and a kick to the head, making the score 15-15. I'm so disappointed in Axel right now. Bro came out here cooking everyone just to get folded badly. Like, bro, at least defend. You're just letting this nigga walk to the hoop. Miguel drops taking his stance, and he gets a flashback to when he relearned how to walk. Right here is where Axel should have stepped back, because you can see in his eyes how locked in he was. Miguel goes for a spinning kick, and Axel drops his guard. Then Miguel lands a knockdown to end the round and become winner of the Sekai Taika. Now everyone's celebrating, thinking Cobra Kai has won the Sekai Taika. Like, surely this is all over, right? No. We find out that the score is still tied and the senseis have to fight for the tiebreaker. Yeah, this show is insane. Now I was originally gonna do all this in another video before shortly realizing that that video will probably just get thrown out. So, because I love y'all, I'm gonna give y'all the ending in this video, but I'm gonna speed run it because there's a lot I want to talk about and because I care about everyone's time. So later on, Kreese gets word of Tory being a menace and sacrifices himself to put him down. Rest in peace Kreese, rest in peace Silver, two of the greatest karate villains of all time. We get a flashback of Johnny visiting his mom's grave, and we see how bad his life turned out after the All Valley. Man, that shit was enough to make a real G drop a tear. LaRusso becomes Johnny's sensei, and we get this training montage. And I love the Rocky homage right here. I might be young, but I'm a 90s baby at heart. Robbie and Tory both basically become martial arts pros, and they get to see the world together. Then we see Johnny getting bullied by Wolf in the locker room, all just to build the hype up for this match. So now for the final moment of truth. Winner takes home the title of the Sekai Taika. I gotta say that I love how everyone came out in Cobra Kai gis for Johnny. Like, this was a great way to support Unk. Now the rules for this match are the same as usual. First, the 3 points wins. So the match starts with Wolf and Johnny. He scores a point, making the score 1-0. And you would think there's no way Wolf loses to a 40-year-old washed Johnny, right? Like, wasn't Wolf in his prime during this fight? Niggas really be fake demons. I can't stand it. The next round starts and Wolf is still trolling Johnny. He kicks him in the back of the head, but it's illegal contact, making the score still 1-0. Now let me show y'all how big a menace Wolf is. He doubles down on the first illegal contact, elbowing Johnny in the mouth. Like, bro, all this over steak? At this point, Johnny, you should have just let him have it. We really got two unks beefing at the cookout over steak. Sensei Wolf scores with a spinning head kick, making the score 2-0. Now Wolf literally has to score one more point to win. Literally one more. And does he do it? No. This man might be a part of Golden State with the lead he blew. Bro was trying to talk crazy and gave up a point. Like, dog, your ass. We cut back to Aunt them, and these niggas tripping.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Like, this show is so unserious when it's not supposed to be. Wolf starts doing some trash spin kick, and because of that, Johnny manages to sneak in a point. This makes the score 2-2, and if you watch my vids, you know I love sudden death. Easiest way to get me hype is sudden death. So the final round is going on, and look what this man Wolf is doing.
He needs some milk.
Like, why would you even do this move right here? Bro need to slow down dropping all that BS. We are not messing with it. Johnny ends the match by rocking Wolf across the face. And with that, Cobra Kai are now world champions. Wolf pays his respect to Johnny, and this makes me like him a little bit more. We see LaRusso telling Johnny he's alright, paying homage to their first All Valley fight.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
Perfect way to end off that fight in my opinion. So to cap everything off, Dimitri and Hawk both go to Caltech, Robbie and Tory become pros, Chosen travels to teach with Sensei Kim, and we get a shot of Cobra Kai making a magazine. This is followed up with Johnny leaving a picture of his family on his mom's grave. And right here is where I started tearing up, I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, he finally beat the loser allegation. He will forever have my respect.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
The show ends with Miguel and Sam leaving for Okinawa, and Johnny prepping the next generation of Cobra Kai. Oh, and we can't forget, Daniel's still practicing Mr. Miyagi's ways. W show, man. I just want to give y'all a quick thanks for all the support lately. Like, y'all have been showing a lot of love, and I really love y'all for that. Hope y'all ugly ass niggas tap in my next vid. G-Way no way. Love y'all.
We so proud of him, yeah. Did that shit again, yeah. I'm gon' proud of him, yeah. Can't go broke again, yeah. We got hella racks, yeah. We so proud of him, yeah. Did that shit again.